There's a guy who parks his 2011 Honda Accord at the back of the parking garage every single morning. Cloth seats. Engine check light that's been on for 2 years and means nothing. His coworkers assume he's struggling, maybe one emergency away from not being able to pay the rent. What none of them know is that he's sitting on $2.8 million in index funds. His mortgage is gone. His daughter's tuition is already paid in full. 4 years. Done. He could hand in his resignation tomorrow morning and never need a paycheck again. Now picture his boss pulling into the same lot in a brand new leased Range Rover. Tinted windows, 22-inch wheels, the whole package. But check the actual bank statements, and it's a crime scene. He has 2 missed paychecks from real financial trouble. Today I want to break down why looking successful might be the single most expensive habit you'll ever pick up. I'm going to walk through the actual math behind why your employer is quietly thrilled when you drive something flashy, and why that car payment functions like an invisible leash on your freedom. This isn't a be cheap video. This is about the real math of middle-class life, and why staying invisible might be the most powerful financial move available to you. Skip this lesson, and you're choosing to stay stuck. I'm Paul. Let's run the numbers on your life. Most people treat a job as a simple trade, hours for dollars. But it runs deeper than that in the corporate world. Your employer isn't just purchasing your labor, they're purchasing your compliance. And nothing guarantees compliance like a mountain of fixed monthly bills. When you walk into the office carrying an $850 car payment and a mortgage that swallows 40% of your paycheck, and you've basically handed management a set of handcuffs. You can't say no to the surprise Friday meeting. You can't negotiate working from home with any real bargaining power. You definitely can't walk away. You've become what some call a comfortable captive. Companies love employees who earn well but never get ahead. Sometimes called Chris, high earner, not rich yet. Picture someone pulling in $160,000 a year while spending $158,000 of it. That person is perfect fuel for the corporate machine because they're too financially stretched to ever walk away. When your boss sees that Range Rover in the lot, there's a quiet sense of relief. They know you're locked into 72 months of payments, and they know you need that job far more than it needs you. According to research from The Millionaire Next Door, the median price millionaires pay for their cars is just $31,367. Compare that to the fact that a notable share of people earning under 6 figures are still driving luxury vehicles. One group looks wealthy, the other group is wealthy. They're rarely the same people. We've absorbed this idea that success has to be announced, that if nobody can tell you've made it, you haven't really made it. But from a numbers standpoint, flexing is a liability. Call it the exposure tax. The moment you look wealthy, the world starts working to take that wealth back from you. Drive a luxury SUV into a repair shop and the quote goes up. Live in the nice zip code and your insurance premium climbs. Your friends assume you're covering dinner because, well, you're clearly doing fine. But the sharpest edge of the exposure tax is something security researchers call the target effect. Scammers and cybercriminals don't waste their energy on the guy driving a 15-year-old Honda Accord. They go after people who broadcast their wealth through what they own. Look rich, and you've basically painted a target on your back and inviting the system to bleed you dry. You're not just treating yourself to a nicer car. You're signing up for a monthly subscription to a lifestyle you haven't actually earned yet. You're playing dress up as a wealthy person while quietly destroying the math that would make you one for real. Let's run the actual numbers. Dealerships want you thinking in monthly payments. I want you to think in years of freedom. Take 2 people. Call them Daniel and Sam. Both earn $100,000 a year. Daniel goes the conventional route. He leases a $68,000 pickup truck. Between payments, premium insurance, and premium gas, he's spending $1,200 every month. Over 5 years, that's $72,000 gone. At the end of it, he's got a truck worth maybe $25,000 and absolutely no financial momentum. Sam drives a paid-off, forgettable little sedan. His entire transportation budget is $200 a month, gas and basic coverage. He takes that extra $1,000 a month and dumps it straight into an S&P 500 index fund. If Sam keeps this up from age 25 to 55, averaging a 10% annual return, that $1,000 a month turns into roughly $2.1 million. Read that number again. The gap between the flashy truck and the boring sedan isn't $43,000. It's $2 million. Daniel didn't just buy a truck. He traded away $2 million of future freedom for the privilege of sitting a little higher at red lights. That's the math of the middle class quietly failing in real time. Picture a chart. On one side, the truck's value sliding straight to zero. On the other, a $2.1 million portfolio climbing steadily upward. Which side do you want to be standing on at 60? So why is it so hard to just drive the boring car? Blame conspicuous consumption. Over a century ago, the economist Thorstein Veblen pointed out that people rarely buy things purely for function. They buy them as signals. A $40,000 watch tells time no better than a $40 one. That extra money isn't paying for craftsmanship. It's paying for a message to everyone around you. I have resources. Here's the uncomfortable twist, though. The people you're trying to impress usually aren't impressed at all. They're too busy wondering if you're doing better than them. People who actually build wealth play an entirely different game. They understand that every dollar spent appearance is a dollar that will never compound. They protect real relationships, the kind not filtered through what you can spend on someone. When you look ordinary, people like you for you, not for what you might be able to do for them. That's how you sidestep what some call the paradox of power. More money, less trust. Looking poor is actually a strategic shield. It protects your negotiating position. If a salesman assumes you're stretched thin, he'll fight harder to close the deal. If a contractor assumes you're on a tight budget, you'll get the honest quote instead of the inflated one. Looking poor is leverage, full stop. So how do you actually break the cycle? How do you stop functioning as a high-income cash pipeline for the bank? You need what I'll call a 2-year reset. You don't need to live like a monk forever. Just be willing to look a little different for about 2 years only. Step 1. Shift your identity. Stop thinking of yourself as a consumer and start thinking of yourself as an owner of capital. Your job isn't your identity anymore. It's a funding source feeding your freedom account. Step 2. The beater upgrade. If you're carrying a luxury payment, get out from under it. Sell it, buy something boring and reliable, and absorb the ego hit. It will hurt for exactly 3 days. On day 4, when you check your account and see the balance hasn't dropped, the new car smell will be replaced by the new freedom smell. The smell of breathing room. Step 3. Widen the gap. Use the gap strategy. Every raise, every bonus, every dollar you save on a car goes straight into the snowball. Don't let your lifestyle rise to meet your income. Freeze your visible lifestyle while your invisible net worth quietly explodes. Here's the stealth wealth checklist. Never discuss your portfolio with coworkers. Buy things for quality, not for the logo. And measure success by your time to walk away. How many years you could survive without a paycheck, not by your salary. The system wants you to drive the Land Rover so they can own your 40s and 50s. They want you stretched, indebted, and easy to control. But there's another road available. The guy in the 2011 Honda Accord isn't missing out on anything. He's quietly winning a game most people don't even realize is being played. He's not chasing a reputation. He's already in control of his time. Success isn't what you can afford to buy. It's what you don't have to buy. It's the freedom purchased with every dollar you didn't spend on looking the part. If you're done performing for a system that was never care for you, hit subscribe. We don't get rich overnight here. We use real numbers. Stop losing money. Start building your future. I'll see you in the next one.